What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Realist Debates with myself, the Realist one, Jay.
This is Lengman Joseph from Around the Ways, aka Joey Leng. But people, just call me Joey, please.
Why has everyone got intros? I'm Lauren. I thought we said we should get my halo around my head, so we need to get this edited in. D. Thank you.
Yeah, you want the halo?
Halo.
Like some.
Ding. We're back.
We see about that.
I don't know if it's in the budget, but we'll check. We'll check that out.
Yeah, though I'll go on the Excel, I'll crunch the numbers.
Crunch the numbers.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Cool.
Wait for the email and stuff. HR, innit?
HR, talk to HR.
Do we have HR?
We all are HR. Email yourself.
Oh, what's this? Oh.
Anyway.
I told myself no.
Oh, man. Boy, it's been a while, people. It's been a hot minute, man.
Sorry.
Good to be back. Very good to be back. Firstly, apologies, man. As you lot have probably known, people have been approaching me at work, festivals, everywhere, just saying, well, go on, are you lot still alive and breathing? Yes, we are.
We're here.
But life has been lifing.
Been enjoying summer still.
Yeah. People been on holidays,
Yeah.
myself included. It wasn't long, but yeah, things have been happening. But apologies, and we are back.
We're here.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. What's been happening, man?
So you're saying holiday, short one. Where did you go?
I went to Cannes in France. Yeah.
I always thought it was pronounced Cannes or Cannes.
Yeah, I just been always saying Cannes. Is that even the right way?
I don't know.
I think it's Can, but
It's
I don't know, man.
No S, just
Yeah, I
Cannes.
think it's silent.
And
Oh.
that.
Okay, knowledge.
The more you know.
Oui.
The more you know.
Anyway,
what's it
yeah,
say?
I went to Cannes. Fortunate enough, I was able to go along with Daneo. Big up. He was performing for Lad Bible. Big.
Lad Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, they threw on some lavish villa party, and yeah, I can't lie, it was a movie.
Yeah.
Movie.
I saw the snaps. I was just like, okay.
Yeah. They didn't hold back. They didn't hold back on anything, but
Good food, good drink.
yeah,
Good vibes.
flipping. You know when you watch films, yeah, and they got that guy that's holding the sign up like with your name on it.
Yeah.
We had all of that, blood.
What? At the airport.
No, at the airport, man came out through the departures or whatever. Looking up, and there's a man, and I'm like, right, that says my name, but hold on, oh shit, it says all of our, and then yeah, it really kicked in, and yeah, he was our driver, so we had a driver taking us all around Cannes, restaurants and that. Yeah, we
So wasn't
stayed.
this the one just taking you to the hotel or the
Pardon?
house? It was just
Not
like
just-
a
not just the
continuous
Uber team.
driver.
Nah,
He
it
was
was
your driver
he
for
was
the-
put on by Lad Bible, so they
Okay.
organised a proper driver.
Yeah.
We stayed in some villa accommodation. Yeah, it was
What was
it
the
was
digs like?
There was a pool.
mad. Yeah, it was mad. Still, it was mad. Dreamy stuff. But yeah, it was only like 2 days, 3 days, but
It felt like a lifetime.
it felt like an eternity. But I'm not complaining. So yeah, that was me. My short trip to Cannes, 2 days. But you two, understand, been on a bit of jet setting yourself. So talk to me.
You go first. I go first.
I'll go first. Okay. So I went to Cyprus with a couple of my galleys. Big up. And we just had a really nice time. It was really expensive.
Yeah.
There was a lot of partying, a lot of drinking. And yeah, it was just like really relaxing as well. We met a couple of people out there, like big up, they like treated us really well out there.
It's good for the mental,
It
man.
was where, sorry?
Cyprus and Paphos.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I was going to say Napa.
No. It was a quiet thing.
Yeah, I'm going Cyprus, 'cause that's what I done.
Try and palm it off as a
yeah,
quiet
no.
thing.
I'm going Cyprus with just a couple of lads.
A couple lads, yeah.
I went Napa with like 12 man.
Try
I've
play
heard
it
the
down.
stories and I'm just like, I'm an old woman. Like, I want to go and relax. I want to sit down next to the pool. Then, you know, I did end up in the strip club with a balloon on the pole, so that's not really a calm holiday.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Wait,
that's not really a calm holiday.
You went on the stage.
She had it, mate. Right. So yeah, you went Cyprus on a quiet thing and ended up doing the mad thing anyway.
Okay, but
don't do drugs, kids. Yeah, the balloon thing is not a good thing still.
Yeah, and then I don't know. We're going we're going parties, like festivals. I didn't go Wireless this year, even though it was a sick lineup. My sister was supposed to bounce, and she was supposed to let me in with my ticket.
Do you know what? Yeah, I can't lie. I cancelled Wireless like probably 10 years ago. Still,
I did.
Yeah, the last one I went to, Kanye was there. Yeah. And funny enough, I was looking through my old Facebook pictures and I found it. It was probably like 2009 or something.
I was in year 9, 2009. So I wasn't allowed to go to festivals.
Show them your co-host is old without showing them your co-host is old. But did you say year 9?
I was in year 9 in 2009.
But I was doing up festivals.
I was in college.
College? Yeah. Wow, big boys.
B-Tech.
B-Tech.
Yeah, that was, Wireless, not for me anymore. Still,
I've never been. It's never appealed to me. Nah. I remember one year where I kind of wanted to go, but I think tickets got sold out, and I was a little bit upset. But I saw snaps of kids like mosh pitting to Sean Paul, and I told myself I'm not missing what?
Just came in and
I mosh pitting like crazy, bro. I saw beers getting thrown up in the air. I said,
for Sean Paul.
See, this is what I mean, and this is why I stay clear now. It's just bare youths, man.
Yes, it's a young thing. Like I went last year.
Not for me.
And I said to a day. I didn't even look. I'm the friend that's like, if you've got plans and you want me to come, just let me know the plans. Just tell me how much it is, and I'll be there. Not looking into anything. And I did that for Wireless last year. I didn't know anybody on stage. I was just like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go to the bag.
You know when you're just like forcing it, you're trying to bump it down, you're trying to guess what the lyrics are, you're lip syncing to it, it's just flopping. Nah, man.
Yeah,
there was no videos, there was no Snapchats or anything. It was just like,
don't even want people to know you were there.
Telling people you was at home and that. Weren't even there. I feel you, man.
Yeah.
The thing is as well, I lost my ticket to get there, so I had to go to the post office to go and collect it and stuff. Then they couldn't find it, so I was really upset that I couldn't go to Wireless.
And you went.
And then they said, "Oh no, just come to the ticket office." And I went to tickets. Oh, thank you. And then I got inside.
All that for this, yeah.
Lost the sweat for this.
I'm telling you, it was. Wasn't worth that.
Talking of festivals, actually, me and Joey went to what was it? Soul Sessions. Yeah.
That was yesterday, innit?
Yesterday, called Super D Pioneer Ting. When you come to my house,
Super D.
Just respect my house. All of them things there, vibes. It was cooking though. Oh my god. Hey, sun is pressure, you know. It's an energy sapper.
See this sun here, I can't handle it, man.
I think I can handle it because I'm in an aircon building all day long, full time. So when I get to see the sun, it's like, that was nice.
That's nice.
They even feel the effects of it.
I'm in my greenhouse of a yard, trying to work from home, just getting cooked alive. People saying, "Yo, Joey, why ain't your camera on?" I'm saying
sweat.
Because I'm naked.
To be honest,
from here down, you don't even want to know what's going on.
I could put it on, but then you're gonna have to call HR into
we're gonna get some problems.
And then I'm not on that. I'm just here to do my job. And go.
So it's best. You know I'm here. Teams, you can see my Teams is on.
Are you with your aircon though?
But it's actually so cool. It's cold. So when you get to my floor, we're like, what the hell?
My gym's alright still. I can't lie, I'm pretty much all
I'm
day
loving it.
in aircon. So, but once you get into like a session or boxing coaching, it can get a bit peak still.
They're even shutting down schools now. They're shutting down schools.
Yeah, summer holidays is coming, right?
Yeah.
So
it's
around
like,
the corner. I think this is like the last week or something.
yeah.
Yeah, a woman in my gym was like, "Yeah, I'm raging, Jay. Like, why ain't they closing the schools?" This was last week, by the way.
Yeah.
So hopefully now the updates come, she'll be a bit more happy.
Well, I mean, tomorrow's supposed to be between 35 and 39 degrees. Tuesday's supposed to near 40.
I might just feel a sickie.
I'm not trying to be a spooky.
Like, go to Brighton or something. I'm not here.
You want to leave the aircon, yeah?
Hey, you better hope your employer's not watching still. Oh yeah. Anyway,
I didn't mean it.
but Brighton, yeah.
Brighton
I
or
went.
something.
Did I? Yeah, I went Brighton not that long ago.
You went
Still.
like a month ago. So.
Yeah.
I want to go
Brighton's
to a beach of
decent.
sand. Like, I'm tired of stones.
Yeah. Do you know what? I
Tired of
went.
stones.
Now it's all coming out. I've been bare places. I went to Poole last week. It's right next to Bournemouth.
Poole.
You can spell, girl.
Oh my god, I'm smart. Oh my god.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's right next to Bournemouth.
Okay.
Literally down the road, but it's got some sick sandy beaches. Yeah.
I've gone around
it's
like
nice.
places. I've gone like Eastbourne, Bournemouth, Brighton, Worthing, something like that. It's like coastal. So it's kind of it's nice there. It's nice there.
Yeah, I think in this country, I've only been to Brighton. Although when we went on that Wales trip, we went to beaches there as well. But
Yeah, Pembrokeshire was live.
Yeah.
Who?
Pembrokeshire? It's in
Pembrokeshire.
Wales. Spelling good, geography not so much.
But I can spell them. Put me in the spelling bee. I don't know where they are though.
Don't. I always say to people, like, my education was so bad. Like, I found out where Wales was, like, probably, like, I'm saying, like, late secondary, like, sixth form times.
Wow, where did you think it was next to
I
Uganda?
don't know.
Did you know it was a country? Or do you think it was the actual whale?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
I can spell, but I know my animals.
Oh lord.
No, it's bad. But
Yeah, they are
man.
neighbours, man. They are neighbours. I actually got a couple Welsh clients. Actually, they're good people, man.
Yeah.
Their spirits are always high.
Yeah, my best friend's boyfriend's Welsh. Big up.
Yeah.
You know where his country is now. Yeah?
I know where it is now. It's only a train away, like 1.5 hours or something.
It's not
Not too bad. Anyway,
Yeah, man.
that's us and what we've been going on with. But
Whoa,
today,
whoa.
what we lit?
I've been jet setting as well, you know.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
shit! Then.
Oh,
I've
sorry.
been out here too, man.
Oh,
Why
no,
did I
we
think
forgot.
you said
I'm
it? Sorry,
Nah,
I
so
take
yeah,
that back.
I went to a festival.
Oh yes, you did.
I went Santorini to
Super duper.
Super Duper Fly. So I went with my missus and like a few of her friends, and for the most part, before the holiday, I was stressing, man,
Why?
because I've never like gone on holiday with like a girlfriend before. And on top of that, it's not even that's the problem. It's a festival. So in my head, I'm thinking,
How's this gonna go?
I'm just picturing myself just fighting a group of like 10 man that tried to move to her or something, like, you know, you're just creating things in your head. But I was actually blessed. It was a really good festival.
Everyone should be respectful.
Everyone was respectful.
Where was it? Portugal.
Nah, it was Santorini.
I think, like,
Santorini.
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking
couldn't
of
tell
Afro
you.
Nation. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so that was going on, I think, around the same time as I was out there. I think there might have been a little... No, there wasn't. It was when I was in Scotland, sorry. I went there for a wedding as well. But speaking of Afro Nation, the one thing that I was seeing a lot of was not even madness at Afro Nation. It was madness trying to get to Afro Nation. I was seeing people with no suitcases, fucking missing flights or flights getting cancelled. They're just saying, "Fuck my life, why me?" Now, because I've been traveling a little bit for work as well, so I've had to deal with airports more than I'd want to. It is a fucking mess.
It's long still.
It is-
They're short
it
But
is
why it's
staff.
from the
long.
it's from the like what's the word called?
Pandemic.
Right?
Strikes. It's
Oh.
strikes.
Yeah,
no,
so
the air.
it's just
What's it called?
everything. It's everything going on at the same time. I think it's part of the pandemic because whilst you're in lockdown, no one can fly anywhere, can they? So do you need all of this stuff? You will at some point,
Yeah.
but a lot of them got let go. Now they've
Oh, yes, they
they've
did,
probably gone
yeah.
to other industries and stuff now. Now that we're out of lockdown, what do we want to do?
want to go out.
We want to go out and fly, you know. But there's too much demand for the staff that they have, so yeah, they're just crippling.
I saw a video, yeah, just a woman just complaining, and she showed just a bag of luggage on the floor, like piled up, unattended, just like there, saying, "Yo, we were meant to be at Afro Nation like 10 hours ago. We're still
That's the one I
here
saw.
in, I don't know if it was Heathrow or Stansted.
Stop it. They haven't even got on the plane.
They
I
ain't
think
even left the
it was probably
country."
Heathrow, because I think Heathrow and Gatwick are the worst hit.
Yeah.
Because when I've been flying out of Luton and coming back, it's actually been fine. But I flew out of Heathrow once. That place is a mess.
Done out
It
still.
looks like I don't even know.
I can't lie, I flew
Yes.
from there for Cannes, but that was a BA thing, and I think they're
Yeah,
proper
BA,
still.
Yeah, BA.
Nah, they've been hit
Business
hard, you
class
know.
and that.
They've been hit hard.
Huh?
They've been hit hard. You guys
Were we fortunate?
luckies.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fortunate, man.
I can't say I fly in business class a lot, so yeah, they fulfilled it still. They understood the assignment.
The BA's proper things, man. I've been flying on EasyJet.
Same.
Wait, listen, just be fortunate that we can even fly, man.
True.
I'm fortunate I'm able to fly, and every time I see my luggage come on that turnstile,
Trust
Boy.
me.
I
am
Trust me.
grateful.
Hey,
Grateful.
that is
Trust.
facts, yeah.
Trust.
And do you know what? Yes, quick story. Coming back from Cannes,
Yeah.
imagine I was standing at the wrong one. And
you're
I watched
thinking-
everyone come and collect their
Fucking
shit.
innit?
And I was like, nah, why me? But inside, I'm dying. Yeah. And then one guy that was on my flight, he was like, nah, they put 2 number 6s because there were 2 flights from Cannes at
Okay.
the same time. So we were at the other belt. I was
Okay.
like,
Oh,
so I
thank
walked over there and my thing's just going round on this one's just like, Father, where are you? Come and get me.
You know, there's just a little rain cloud following it. I actually got a story at the belt as well. I was in Amsterdam in Schiphol, and I went to the belt to collect my luggage, and I saw it, right, and I took it off, and I had like a padlock on it and everything. Padlock gone.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, they bust it. But why did they need to? Because it was, you know, is it TSA ones or
One of the
TSS?
numbers on it.
Yeah, where like the security can basically unpick
Yeah,
it and
yeah,
then put
yeah.
it back if they want to. For pricks. Next I see, it's all cracked and everything, like it's demolished. I'm thinking, nah, they're taking a piss. I open it to see if they've taken anything. Then I'm just seeing like, nah, they've taken. Look, wait. I didn't pack no panties.
What?
Oh, this ain't even mine.
Oh shit, mistaken
Shit.
identity in
Had
that.
to just zip that back up, just put it on the.
Wait,
on
did
belt.
you hold
I
the
was
next
confused
woman's
about the
G-string or something?
Where did it pack the panties? Where the panty there?
Not intentionally. It was an accident. I put it back
Oh my god.
and I eventually got my suitcase. That was perfectly fine.
You lot legit had the same case, yeah?
Yeah, same case.
Mad.
Apart
Really?
from hers was just battered. But I don't know how that made the flight if it looked like that before.
No, man, my fresh suitcase got battered going to Cyprus, but I was like, okay.
Listen, judging by that video I saw, everyone's case is getting collapsed. mate.
was
They were
scratch up,
piled
scratch up.
on top of each other like 6 foot high.
Nah,
Like-
I saw one story, yeah.
Don't tell me the guys that dash it on the thing.
Nah,
Oh
bro.
my god, that's the next thing.
Because you know everyone's complaining on Twitter and stuff. I saw someone put in the tweets, like, yeah. I shouldn't even laugh, but what?
I'm laughing, I don't even know what's going on.
Aye, people are gonna Kurt Zoom me. But basically, yeah, they were saying, yo, we put our dog in the hold. Where's our dog?
I'm not even laughing.
The airline is saying,
She's done.
the airline is saying, like, yeah, we'll investigate.
Cassie's mash up.
They're saying, yeah, we'll investigate that. Don't worry, don't worry, we're gonna do that.
Cassie's battered.
Like 6 weeks have
She's
passed
shaking
now,
in the
yeah.
cage. No.
How long? Hey, I'm
They
getting
just
hot.
dropped them 2 bills. What they're saying, fuck that, where's the dog?
Say it again.
They just dropped them a quick 2 bills.
Comp.
Comp.
2 bills.
Comp.
You know that dog's been in the family. It's a proper member as well. Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Listen, I've through all of this, seeing lots of like horror stories.
Hold on, can we wheel that a sec? What, they put their dog through the X-ray thing? Like where?
I don't know if the dog got X-rayed. All I know is it was in
what, they checked it in.
It is gone.
You gotta check the dog. Yeah,
you gotta check the dog in.
And it goes through behind that thing on the same belt your luggage does. Because all I'm seeing is that luggage. Yeah,
that's what I'm laughing at. It should be shaking around,
piled high. And I'm thinking, yo, man could be under there, you know, at the bottom of all that pilage. Oh my days! No, all jokes aside, though, audience and that, because this is from my personal knowledge. You check in a dog, and it goes on the belt and goes behind.
Not like that, but you basically, because the dog, you can't have pets like
But you bring it on the flight.
No.
Yeah, it's on the flight, but it's in the hold.
It's like
so someone else, you relinquish the dog to someone else.
I guarantee you, you've been on a flight and there's been pets in the hold. You just don't know.
But even coffins as well.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
What do you mean? I think people fly back people home.
What? Someone actually goes to the airport and puts a coffin on the belt and it goes behind the thing.
It's cargo, bro.
Yes.
I'm learning today.
And
this is why I love my co-host, you know.
And they release shit as well into the atmosphere as well.
See, all right, quickly, I want to know. See, when you go to the toilet and you hear that,
I don't know if
does it really go out into the atmosphere?
No, I think it holds.
Because it could just like slap on someone.
Okay. Because if you think if someone does a doo-doo and it drops from there, that hits someone, you're bro.
No, when they're up,
you're done. Some 100-mile-an-hour shit just clarting you in the face.
Not like
that's causing a crater or something, a mini crater, man. That's taking you out.
Knock someone out.
Imagine that. Someone's trying to take a penalty in a shootout. Boy.
Oh my days. Nah, fuck off.
Imagine that.
I'm still caught up on this dog going and
that's hilarious. I'm sorry.
But I'm sure.
I'm sorry.
Actually, now you say it, I've not actually seen any pets.
Exactly.
Like, I think I saw one where someone had it on their lap or something, but that might have been a special circumstance. But now I can't. So they're under, just going through that turbulence. And
they have little seats on.
They're secured, isn't it? So I think
they're secured.
Because you obviously got to put them in like a cage and stuff. So I'm assuming that they just secure the cage.
Did you say they got seatbelts on? Nah, you are wrong.
They have their own little attendants. So today we're having.
Oh my god! Some little mouse coming through with a trolley. We got a show to do.
The cat saying, "What? You got no irons?" Saying, "Oh, this is EasyJet, my guy. What you want?
Where's the Cravendale Iams?
Are you alright?" Hey, tell your owner get his money up, then we can talk irons.
I promise you, we are not on shrooms because all this idea and imaginary, Netflix, I don't know where it's coming from. Hey. Anyway, right? Can we I tried to before.
Cool.
Could we? Because that was almost a show in itself. God damn.
So what were we even talking about? Sorry, Jay, you was gonna segue to something.
Let me just go back. Let's go back. So
actually, one thing that was, it's been popping off for a while, but it popped off like whilst I was on holiday and stuff. Is the Wade v. Roe.
Yeah.
And that's something that I definitely wanted to talk about because it's just fucked up.
Let's get into it then.
So I know one question that you asked is like, what's like the Wade v. Roe bit? And like my understanding is, like sometime in the 50s or whatever, there was a court case, Wade v. Roe, to determine whether a woman was able to abort a baby, her baby. It went in the women's favour at that time.
What year was this? Roundabout?
I think it was in the 50s.
Not facts, but roundabout.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about the original case, but what I know is recently now that's being challenged, and it's something that was going through the Supreme Court. It was overturned. So basically, you're not really able to. you're not able to have an
In
abortion.
certain states, yeah.
But it's all done state by state. So in one state you're breaking the law, in another you're not. It's up to their discretion. But it seems as though either way there's a lot of inconsistency and.
So now let me get it right. It's not mandatory across the whole United States.
But if you can't like go and travel and give your reason to go and do what you want to do.
So
I don't think you can even like state hop.
Yeah, you can't state hop.
okay.
Like you're having that child.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically, like if no matter what happens to you, because I'm seeing reports of cases where it will giving birth will impact the mother. So I think there was what was it? Someone told me this 2 days ago, but there's a woman she's pregnant.
She's the one that's having seizures.
I think
Baby's
so.
having seizures.
Yeah, the baby's having seizures,
seizures.
inside the womb. And what the doctors are saying is essentially, might as well abort now because your baby will die. You'll just give birth for it to die very quickly. So she had like the abortion prepped and stuff. Yeah. But then Wade v. Roe came. Now she can't have the abortion. So she's forced to give birth to the baby,
even though they know
she has to.
die.
She has to wait for the baby to die first.
Yeah, so they say you have to wait for it to die. There's cases where girls as young as 10 have been raped and are pregnant. They're not able to abort the baby. Exactly. Because of Wade versus Roe.
I saw a post, and it said, "Imagine if someone was raped at gunpoint. The most what's the word called?
Favor?
Like protected is the gun in that situation.
Yeah.
Because of how they value guns. Like not the girl or the rapist. It's like people aren't really seeing the severity of this situation. Because I think a lot of people come from like a religious or a moral way of thinking, but I saw a picture as well, and it said, but you don't care about like orphanages or the adoption system. You don't care about like if they were gay or they were black or they're Hispanic or a person of color, like, but just because it's a child, you can't kill a child. Or what if they come into poverty? What if they're poor? Like,
yeah, they're not really thinking of like the way of life
it's just,
and stuff.
they don't kill children, but it's like you're not understanding the different scenarios that can come from this.
For me, obviously not being a woman, but the one that sticks out for me the most is like a woman can get raped and is forced to have the child. Like for me, that is just mad. I
saw it again, like, because I'm always on Instagram. It was a post and it was saying like some like person's mum was so angry. She was like, rapists can literally choose their baby mums now.
Well,
like, but the thing is as well, it's like there's been a huge topics on the other hand talking about like overpopulation. Let's say, for example, of China having one child and whatever. But then if we have a problem with overpopulation, surely this will not help with overpopulation.
You would think so.
Yeah.
I actually watched a mini documentary about what if Wade v. Roe applied to the entire world and not just America. So I wrote a couple of the facts down. But by 2100, so in less than 80 years, we would need 3 new worlds to operate how we do now. No abortion ban would mean 1.5 billion people would be born within 40 years. And by 2060, we'd have too many humans for a world to sustain us. So in a couple of decades, we need to find somewhere else.
This is why they're all talking about.
But they are looking at Mars. They are looking at Mars.
Currently, we also have like 2 billion people who already have a lack of access to water and proper sanitation. But we want to dump another 1.5 billion people.
Exactly. I just think it's all intentional as well. Like, I think that's where they're going with that, to be honest. There's no other way.
When you say intentional, what do you mean?
I think it's like another form of control. Because if it affects poor people, especially Hispanic and black people, who already look to the system for help because of them, I think it's just another form of control. Like, we all understand the effects of poverty and where that leads, whether it's crime or this type of stuff. So that's obviously going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just abortion that's the problem. It's going to be everything else that follows on with it.
Coming from that as well, actually, now that you've put that perspective into my head, I think about the stats and I think about like how they reflect on people of colour as it is already.
Exactly.
They don't obviously look well in our favour. So if they're making more children come into the onto the earth without choice as well, it's like the parent could be saying, yo, like, I don't think it's best, whether it be rape or poverty.
Exactly. There's so many
everyone
other
should have their
reasons.
free choice. And yeah, the fact that it's just forced upon is crazy.
It's
to
kind
me.
of like they want more workers. It's kind of like they want more
Yeah,
workers.
it's like the stats are not going to reflect very well if it they don't already, but if it keeps going in this direction, it's only going to get worse and reflect better on the people of higher classes, obviously.
It's just creating more of a divide, because I think as well, the negative idea people have about abortions is that we're thinking about England. Abortions are free over here. In America, it's $1,200.
Oh, shit.
You see what I'm saying? So before, like when abortions were okay, it was $1,200 to go and do. Who's getting the money for that?
Yeah. So even some people can't have it because they can't afford it.
And that's what many people do. Like, I say to people as well, like, think about our situations. Like, I ask people, were you planned? Were you planned? Were you planned?
I weren't.
Nobody. No one was planned. My mum literally said, it's here now, when she had me.
And even more digging into it, because that's how my mind works, like when you think about it, maybe I'm wrong, but wealthy people tend to plan having children.
Exactly.
So they've got it all mapped out. They know they got the wealth to back it, whereas people in less fortunate situations may decide against for the better of future generations, but yet everyone's being forced to
it's
have.
It's the reason why people get married, like for the intentions of like the next heir to wherever and whatever. Like, people just aren't thinking about the bigger picture here, and it's really.
So, I mean, yeah, we've touched on the topic, but where do you think this is gonna go from here?
I think slowly they'll like start unpicking more laws.
Yeah, exactly. This is
one thing you mentioned about the most protected bit in the scenario was the gun.
Exactly.
Like, it's funny that I think a short while before the Wade v. Roe Supreme Court decision, they ruled on like gun laws because, you know, the whole Second Amendment and all of that nonsense. So it's not stopped like certain cities or states from doing their own thing. So I think in New York City, it's more onerous to be able to purchase a gun. So you got to go further to get one than if you was in Texas, for example.
But you can still get one.
You can still get one, but it's harder than in most other places. But even that, kind of the gun control freaks weren't too happy about. So with that, the Supreme Court ruled, it infringes on the Second Amendment, so you got to rub that out.
And I'm saying I want to go Best Buy and get my burner.
Trust me.
So everyone
easy.
go get your burners.
Trust
but
me.
what? What, you having a book? Are you
Trust
mad?
me. Trust me.
No.
Trust me,
That's getting
me.
rubbed out. You're
That
keeping
is
that baby. I don't
right.
care how it came
What
about.
was the post?
Does that make sense?
None.
It was like how. She was like, I can't remember, but she was like, how can you tell like an 11-year-old that this is gonna be good for you? Basically,
What, a gun?
No, meaning a baby.
Oh.
This is gonna be good. It's gonna, like character building or some shit.
What do you say? Like,
What do you-
just firm it.
Firm
Like,
it. Go on. An 11-year-old.
Makes no sense, man. And
I think like if we were gonna like try and make it better,
The world's gone to
like
shit.
you know,
man.
obviously there's
Fully.
contraception, but like I'm not on contraception because it fucks my body up. Do you know what I mean? Like all of it is just what's the word called? Experiments. Like I don't believe something put into your body that cancels out your natural hormone that happens naturally. And we're thinking about like mental health and how that affects women and stuff. Like, if you've put something in your body that's cancelling out hormones that are naturally supposed to be there, but we're wondering why we're, crazy or irrational or whatever. Like, I've got friends that's been on the pill or been on whatever for like 10 years, and it's like your body has literally never been able to function properly from the get-go, from 16. Like, I've got really bad periods, and it was literally affecting work, and they said, Lauren, that you need to go to the doctors and whatever. I'm just like, what the fuck are the doctors gonna do? But I knew this route
Process.
called them. Really bad periods. Oh, we're just gonna put you on the pill. No, you're not.
Yeah.
I want scans and I want blood tests to figure out what's happening down there. Because it could be things like endometriosis or polycystic ovaries or all these type of stuff. But no, just hear the pill. Yeah. And it's gonna make you, cut your blood down.
Yeah.
But there is male contraception now. Maybe we should all look into that.
I was gonna bring that up, because like this whole controlling of women's bodies when it comes to abortion is mad.
Yeah.
But then imagine, for example, if all the women said,
Snip.
we're freeing up nothing. Can't risk getting pregnant because we'd have to keep it.
Trust me.
So stay away. Man, will be bugging.
Listen,
Man will be bugging.
me not take no pill.
And why? Why is that?
Eh?
Why is that? Why aren't you taking the pill?
I don't even
Not
take
tested.
tablets anyway.
It's not tested.
Let's have it right.
Don't know the side effects.
Well, that obviously, but yeah, I don't trust any pharmaceuticals, to be honest. Like, that's just always been my way. Anything that I get, whatever, I ride it out.
Yeah.
Let my body's natural immune system deal with it, get stronger along the way. Bob's your fucking uncle. But yeah, I'm not on this taking tablets to make the problem go away.
Exactly.
Nah.
I don't get it. Like, it's actually crazy that you mentioned that, because I've been having this conversation with a couple of my friends about mental health and medication for mental health. And in my head, it's like, I've got depression, I have depression and anxiety. But the thing is with me, it's like, someone can tell me that, there's some serotonin that's not being made in your head, and if you take these tablets, it's going to help. So let me tell you what the medication's not going to do. It's not going to take away the trauma. It's not going to take away the memories or how I react to situations, like when I get anxiety. You see what I'm saying? So people don't believe or aren't allowed to believe in like mindfulness and how our bodies are naturally capable of.
Like a holistic
if you're not,
point of
exactly,
view.
like if you're going to take a tablet, but your lifestyle isn't going to change. Your environment's not going to change.
The only thing new is you're taking a tablet.
How do you think that's going to help? Do you know what I mean? Like natural, what's the word called? Endorphins, like going to the gym, yoga, mindfulness, meditation, smoke a spliff.
And that's the thing, it's the side effects that come with those tablets. So they say that they're corrective,
exactly,
but then you're feeling drowsy, and it's like...
But then you're going to have to take another tablet for this.
And then you have to correct that one with another tablet. It's mad. No.
How people look at like natural, holistic ways of thinking. Like our grandparents were doing that back in the bushes, fam. Like, and they managed, I think. No?
Till they got swept away.
I wonder how that happened.
We'll talk about that later.
Absolutely.
Natural remedies, natural medicines. I believe in all of that.
Trust me. That's like, even... We could talk about the COVID business, but I said to Pete, one of my friends got COVID, and I said to her, oh, like, what medication did they give you? They said, oh, there's no medication. I said,
just confirm it.
I said, what? On the government website, take paracetamol and drink water. I said, if I've got cold and flu, I'm going straight to my little turmeric, honey and lemon and my ginger and garlic and them things there. They're not teaching us ways of how... Cold and flu symptoms, but just drink water. But I said no beach gyms, no night nurse, no nothing.
H2O.
Just H2O
and tablets
and paracetamol if it gets bad.
Good old time.
A good old time.
One thing I say about COVID though, see that one there's an all rounder. The amount of symptoms. I saw some new ones. Unlimited, man.
It's morphine still.
All encompassing. But to answer your question you asked a bit ago about with Wade v Roe, like where will it start going? I think they'll start. They'll go after more. So they'll start looking at things that I don't know. Maybe laws that are for like protected groups and say, oh what? Well, swear down. We said we'd allow gay people to get married. Nah, let's rip that up, man.
But even
let's rip that up.
They did that with even over here with the protesting. You saw what they did? They cut that. You can't protest.
Yeah. You can't protest it no more.
I swear. What was it?
Yeah, pretty.
What happened? What happened? They literally cut protesting during something.
Yeah.
Or before
Probably
happened,
during
they
a
cut.
protest.
Yeah, it was like
What?
And, and you know what made it easier to do? You know them, the environmentalists.
I think it was
something rebellion.
Something happened, and
you know
then
the
they
people
cut
that were
protesting,
chaining them,
sticking their hands and stuff,
chaining themselves.
Yeah,
to shit.
yeah. So and just sitting in the middle of the road, and motorists are like throwing them away onto the pavement and stuff. So naturally, people would see something like that because this was in the news, not prominently that they were looking to ban protesting, but it was there,
and they used that as the example.
When all people are seeing is this something rebellion people, they're like, get rid of protest.
Exactly.
Then it's like, oh shit, no, what? Actually, when we think
what
about
happened?
it,
I need to. We're gonna put this in our Instagram or something. We're gonna have to come back because something happened, and then they cut protesting. But also, say like with the strikes, they were just quick able to change the law that when people are striking, they can hire temporary staff. I don't think you're fixing the issue here.
Wait.
But they quick can change the law about that. But look how we're talking about human
while
rights.
you're there, well, I was gonna say while you're there at your protest, someone else is doing your job. But like,
I'm saying strikers, like say like tube strikers or bus strikers or whatever. Yeah. When they're on strike, they can hire temporary staff to fill their position. That's not solving the problem. So
then you're striking for nothing.
Exactly.
Wow.
You see what I'm
Listen,
saying?
alright, you go on strike. Business are gonna run still.
Exactly.
You don't business.
You're kind of saying that you don't care.
Technically.
Like,
yeah, the strikes are mad though. Like, and it just shows how much the country just shuts down as well. Yeah. Ordering a cab, the prices go up. Traffic on the roads. Yeah. Oh, it's peak. It's very, very
There's
peak.
Another one soon. You know?
Is it?
I think July 30th. There's going to be a train strike. I saw that the postmen are striking.
I say good for them, man.
Barristers are striking.
Good for them.
Everyone's just striking.
Good for them.
Bro. It's mad.
Good for them.
Everyone's fed up.
Because I think, in my mind, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's in the underlying of these problems is because they're privatizing their companies. Is that the issue? I
think for a lot of it, there's just a lot of underlying issues. So I remember seeing
to pay mostly, isn't it?
Not much to do with like pay. So I remember there was a barrister on Sky News, and he was basically talking about. So you know, the barrister is the one with the wigs.
Yeah.
So he was basically talking about what it takes to be a barrister, and there's a lot more to it, and a lot of finance that you have to put into it than we would think. So you'd see someone like a barrister with the wigs
of their own pocket.
Yeah, you think, them man are balling. It's not even like that. Especially for the initial years, I think after having to pay for your own, because you rent your chambers, like your material, training, etc. Your take home is 12 bags a year.
But big footballers, they're kicking the ball and
12
everything.
bags a year.
12 bags a year.
So obviously
that means 12,000.
Yeah, 12,000 a year.
Clarify.
just
it's not from the street.
I was going to say something. I was like, I've already got one still.
That's 12,000 sterling.
Not 12 bags of sand, honey.
You're not getting paid in potatoes, as far as I know. So obviously they're saying, listen, we need to strike. This is a joke. So they've said, we're not taking on no new cases.
Oh, just like that.
Yeah, they're saying, if there's a new case, throw it in the bin. We're not taking it.
What?
We want our demands met. Postmen, I don't know what they're striking about. I don't know. Probably pay. So yeah, they're obviously our posters.
It just makes sense. Like, I was talking to my friends about like how to sort out issues and whatever.
Yeah. And
I think everyone thinks that if with one problem, there's one solution. No, that's never going to be the case. And I literally went, okay, so how do you solve poverty? And she literally said like, stop funding celebrities. And I was like,
What?
okay, but I said like with other countries,
Funding celebrities.
What does that mean?
I don't know what point she was trying
Hey,
to
bring
make.
her on. I need to have words.
However, it's
What?
like that was my point. It's like, so that's one of your points, but there's many more points. You see what I'm saying? Like with the strikers and whatever, it's how we fund things. I
Yeah.
think this country needs to sort out how we fund things, like taking away children's free school meals, not paying barristers, paying footballers. That's a completely different business, but our priorities are all fucked up. Like, and these people like Boris and Pretty, wagwan. See what I'm saying?
I mean, obviously, what I'd say in regards to that, football is a totally
That's why I
different
said it's a
aspect.
different.
I'd say that's more of a global problem because footballers, in my opinion, worldwide get paid ridiculous wages. But yeah, in terms of the funding, this is why
I'm saying the
Boris
money
has
came from
almost
somewhere. You see what I'm
been
saying?
hounded out now because he's made a shit show of it. Literally, Boris.
Oh yeah, well he resigned, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, from Brexit to all the other fucked up decisions this guy's made, like, where was it gonna end, man?
When was it?
When the country's in the
Yeah.
pits, which it basically is anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, he was ready to just ride that till the wheels fell off.
He wanted security to drag him out, literally.
Boy, it was looking like he was gonna get to that point, man. Like,
It had to drag him now.
yeah, like one of his cabinet ministers apparently spoke to him and was like, "Yo, Boris, I'm telling you, professionally, I think you need to step down." Boris just sacked him.
Yeah, he's
Said, "What? You're trying to tell? You're sacked."
But we have to
Moving
also
wild.
remember as well, like those same people that's in his party or whatever still watch the madness happen and was still partying up there with them. So
boy,
it's just
yeah, parties were running while we were
running.
while we were not even able to see our loved
Cocaine
ones.
man
and
was
that.
on the payroll. Let's not. It was found in his toilets. Let's not.
Nah, the one thing
Allegedly.
The one thing that kills me.
Don't come for me, please.
You know, during the whole party gate, yeah. So you know, whilst we was at home, can't see loved ones, etc.
Yeah.
Listen, them man were getting so twisted.
Trust me.
Man were throwing up at work.
No.
I'm breaking sweet. Do you know how bad that is?
I ain't done that
Listen,
since I was like 18.
I've never thrown up at work through alcohol, sickness, or anything else, man. So I don't know how. These are the people that are supposed
Running
to
the country.
like keep things ticking in these perilous times. Man are getting so
They're getting
twisted
sloshed.
off the liquor and whatever else. Man,
No,
say, man,
man.
are running out the beats. Hang on, one sec. Running out the Cobra meetings and that. Nah. You're taking a piss.
Did you see the one where the party done finished the alcohol? Yeah, my man went
They
to
done the
shop.
reload.
They went Londis and got a suitcase and went to Londis and filled it up with alcohol and brought it back into 10 Downing Street.
Do you know what that's
they had to go through security to go do that.
Do you know what that's mad? Because you know,
Londis, you know.
that suitcase obviously had clothes in it. Someone said,
Take that shit out.
"Oh shit, God."
Don't worry, I've got something here. Here's what I prepared earlier.
Oh, I'll take that.
Oh,
Zipped it back
Nah.
up. Went to Londis or wherever
Man
it was.
opted as well. He went, don't worry, I'll go. It's only 25 minutes down the road. Oh.
Mate, that is a piss take.
No, but I
And
couldn't
then
go.
security scanned it,
They had to scan it.
looked them in the eyes and just said, "Oh, can't be bothered. Yeah, let's go through. Party."
Probably give him a 50 as well, yeah.
Probably gave him a shot.
Trust me.
Mate.
No.
These are the people that run the country, you know.
Well,
They tell us one
no
thing
Boris
and
no
just
more.
blatantly do another. Mad. Very.
What do you think will
very
come
mad.
next?
Who?
Yeah.
Or
who-
what?
Who and what?
I don't trust any of them.
Bro,
Give
it's
it all.
just who's the lesser of the evils, basically, innit?
Yeah.
Like, they all say that they got our best interests at heart, but none of them do.
Oh, of course not, man.
So for me, I don't know. I can always have what I would love to happen and whatever. I know it's a pipe dream, so I've just learnt to roll with the punches,
Exactly.
bruv. Whatever happens, just deal with it.
That's the problem, though, as well. It's just like...
Yeah, it
like,
is.
We just sound so, like... oh, we're not
Drained.
gonna fight. We're just gonna. This is
Drained.
whoever's in power. Like it should be like, get the fuck out. You're not
Well,
doing
you-
what you're
what are
doing.
you gonna do?
You're supposed to be serving
Protest?
us. Exactly. Oh, they've got that.
But you can't.
It's
Can't
kind
do
of
that.
like they've
Exactly.
made that what they want.
Protest gets
It's
shot
kind
with
of
a rubber
like
bullet.
trust.
Mate,
No.
It's-
I think we'll have a general election.
Well, for both
A
parties.
snap election. Yeah.
yeah.
For Labour and Conservative, or just
all parties.
someone.
Everybody.
Sorry,
Who
those are the
who
main
sits,
ones, isn't it?
Everybody have
Premiership
their
government.
party. Everybody have their party.
Yeah. but
Man like Vic O, you know. Oi.
Sorry.
Do you remember that?
What's going on?
Everybody have their party. It's one of them, if you know, you know. Oh my god. Oh
I don't know about
man.
that one there.
Anyway,
Do we have anything on else on the roster?
R. Kelly's in bin.
hey,
They
oh.
threw the book at boy and good.
Listen,
Video.
Good.
hey, listen. How? What is
Can
it?
we get the
Life,
facts?
30.
life.
30.
You got 30 years.
3 decades. I hope you do every day, bro.
I don't
He's
think
not
it's
going
enough.
to. Something in
That's
the very
not
nice
enough.
part as well.
I'm sorry, that is not enough.
I hope all his finances.
Did
get
you
cut.
not watch Surviving R. Kelly?
I couldn't.
Yeah, I watched I think 3 episodes. I can't remember how many there were in total.
I
Brother,
couldn't.
But like,
It
so I watched like, you know, the
chilled
early years,
me.
the shit he was doing. I watched the majority of that, and I think only a little bit of like the later stuff where he was doing the sex trafficking and all the girls in the hotel and stuff like that. But see, the maddest thing is, he's not been in prison for all of the earlier stuff. It's obviously the latest thing. So whilst he's got 30 years, it's not for everything that he's done, but it's in a sick.
listen, everything, talking about things he's done and back in the day, yeah, Insta, I saw a footage of man, he deserves
What, the
30
video that you
years
sent?
for this alone. He was singing, I
He's
think
got
he
a
was in
passport.
Africa somewhere,
got their passport
and he was
ready.
singing to this girl
You think it's Senegal or Sierra Leone?
something
or
about
something?
bringing her home. Are you hearing this guy? No,
I can't.
understand. And the guy,
Mad, mad.
and I want to say as well, his fucking backing singer deserves 30 years as well. Why were you giving him the harmonies on there? Will you come back to the USA with me?
So what are we letting off the DJ that then just
All of
lock off the
them.
music?
Bruv, 30 years for that alone. I'm sorry, I need to see it. Bruv, do you understand the audacity? He's singing to a crowd full of people that he knows are not nowhere near as well off, and he said, I'm going to change your life if you come home with me.
You know when everyone's got their lighters and stuff, so everyone with their
Mate.
passports.
Oh my God.
I'm laughing at.
Fuck right up. You know when the curtains closed, there was just a queue outside his dressing room, like,
It's not funny, I'm sorry.
oi.
But yeah, he's binned off. And
He
like,
did that.
Nah, man. Get rid of that man.
And I saw-
he deserves much more.
You know, he's getting like beat up in
Good.
Germany.
Good.
Good.
Man. Early
He
got
didn't look every day.
punched up.
Good.
Well, if the 30 years don't get extended, I hope he gets tucked in every single day for the 30 years.
Fully, man.
And talking about these fucked up guys, actually, Tim Westwood,
Timmy.
Timothy.
What go on for that man
Done
now?
that, man.
I mean, obviously, I think we did speak about him before.
Yeah,
But
I know
now-
we went in depth.
Yeah,
about
there's
it.
there's more.
Yeah, because I know one of the things that we said was after watching the documentary, I think the BBC could neither confirm nor deny whether they received any complaints about him whilst he was their employee. Now it's like
Suddenly-
there's like
They found the receipt.
there was like young 6.
A young 6.
You know, with the shoulder shrug. Yeah, just, like,
Something there.
trying to distract you there, and they just dropped the number, like 6. What?
Yeah, there was a couple.
say?
There was a couple.
What?
How many? 6. That's half a dozen.
Like that. That's almost 10.
And now some that are coming out are minors.
Yeah, that is the latest one I heard. 14 years old.
Yeah, 14. And I think that I hear that one went on
Why?
for like 2-3 years or something
Sorry,
like
excuse
that.
me?
Like it's groomed.
Yeah, and I think he
groomed
was
her.
in his like late 30s then, but then someone else came out who was a minor. I can't remember their specific age, but I think that's when he was in his 40s.
And that relationship or whatever was on for a couple of years.
I believe one of them was, I can't remember which, because I read the article a few days ago. But either way, like a grown man with a lot of power, a lot of influence, is fucking
shaking my head,
with
like-
minors.
I got bare questions that I just know, won't get answered, so I won't even ask.
Exactly. That's how my head's down. I'm just
Like, where's the parents? Obviously not taking anything away from what he's done, but like,
I'm saying, like, in what environment, 14-year-old?
how are you, secluding yourself with a 14-year-old? How are you allowed to do that? And that's why I asked, like, where were the parents? What guys were they under? What was happening? There, and that's just question number one. So I wouldn't
Trust
even,
me.
I wouldn't even go
Trust
into
me.
it. So yeah, him. They're, I don't know, man. It's just mad how these celebrities are now getting caught up for shit they did years ago.
That means people knew that it was happening beforehand and you didn't do nothing about it.
Mate,
Well, yeah, it's like we said before, it was the worst kept secret.
I don't know though. Is it because all right?
what
We
you
seen
mean.
that video now of him singing to the African crowd saying "Come
we're talking
home."
about R. Kelly song.
All
Yeah,
of it,
I'm just
though.
talking
Oh,
about
in
in general how the old
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
is
yeah,
being
yeah,
brought
yeah.
up now. But we're watching that video. Someone filmed that. That was broadcast somewhere, and it was acceptable then.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe how society is looking at things now. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Is what is changing things and saying, hold on, my man was doing that. In this day and age, that's not acceptable. And to be fair, it shouldn't have been acceptable back then.
But you
Even
know
like
what,
when you watch old school TV shows and stuff, like you're watching it now, and
Some
you're
of the
like,
bants and that is mad.
you're like,
wild.
what did he just say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it is again like a cultural shift and societal shift of like what we deem as like acceptable and not now.
Do you know with like R. Kelly specifically, the one thing from that surviving R. Kelly thing that I remember, because like the one thing that I always ask myself is like, I listened to R. Kelly growing up from young, and no matter what kind of rumors you might have heard about him or
Still
whatnot,
playing
the
it.
one thing that I would take from it is, well, my family bumped to him, so he must be all right. And
Boy.
everyone bumps to him. It's never a, yo, why is that on? So I don't really think about it too much until I was an adult now.
Oh, yeah.
I remember they had like a psychologist on surviving R. Kelly, and the one thing that they said was that he was clever doing was that his music spoke to every corner of our society, so that no one could really be
Excluded.
fully mad at him or anything like that, or hold him to account, because
I
he makes
object.
music that talks to everybody.
I object.
Go on.
He called himself the Pied Piper.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Where's his pipe? Where's his flute? Where's his flute?
But
You not know who that is, yeah?
But you know what that is? That's a man that knows he can stunt, because
But-
no one is holding him to account.
I was not trying to shit on your point at all. I totally agree with everything you said, but it just all I could hear in my head is this the bad, and I'm like, he's doing melodies on. He's calling himself that. Like the fact is,
Woman.
obviously, the rumors back in the day are the rumors,
Yeah.
but he himself is calling himself that. It's not even like you're saying our man's a pedophile or whatever. But if you know the story of the Pied Piper, and he's self-proclaiming to be that,
Piper
like
was the man
he's
with the
telling
flute
you
with the
what
rats,
he's
no?
on.
he's saying, "This is what I'm on. What are you gonna do?"
Wait. Forgive me if I'm wrong. The reason why I laughed at the flute, it was the man that encouraged the rats out of London. No.
Oh, Joey, I'll leave this one with you still.
That's why I made the joke about the flute.
About the what? The
The
flute?
flute.
The flute,
The
yeah.
Pied Piper
Yeah,
is the
from
guy
the
that
story.
encouraged, with the rats out of London. That's the song,
I
no?
don't know if it was London, but then what happened next?
I don't know what happened next.
The community didn't pay him what he was owed, so he used the flute and he stole all the kids. You don't finish books, do you? I know your type. I've seen it before.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. That's why I made a joke about where's his flute. I'm thinking, but he's encouraging rats out
Do
of
you know
London.
the worst thing?
I didn't know he took
the
the
joke connected.
It hit right, but
You should have left it as that.
I'm just taking it that I'm even funnier than you thought, because he encouraged the rats first.
I'm so embarrassed.
Then don't be, because
This ain't getting cut out either.
a lot of people probably don't know that. A lot of people probably don't know that. Still,
What?
yeah.
And I'm like, why are you so mad that he's calling himself the Pied Piper?
I'm not mad at all.
No,
Well, I am mad actually,
That's what I'm
because
saying, but I'm thinking like, but he encouraged mice out of London.
That's good.
The ending of
first of all, he's American, but yeah, what would he be doing in London with a flute? Anyway, more so.
I don't know where we go from here. I don't know. And do you know what?
so hot.
It's a heat wave. The fan is on. You have negated the fan with your lack of knowledge.
Yeah,
I'm starting to sweat.
Oh, do you know what? I got a perfect segue for
Wait.
this, because it goes into a bit of a serious one, and one that we're gonna probably end on. That didn't get a lot of coverage, which was the slaughtering, the massacring of the African refugees at the border. So yeah, I mean, I don't know lots about it apart from what I saw on social media.
that little 1-1 little video.
But the fact that it wasn't on
Exactly.
national global news.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised,
You're not
innit? Yeah, so I mean, if you haven't heard, yeah, it was, where were they from again?
I couldn't really tell you, to be honest.
Oh,
I
fuck.
think
I
I
just
might be able to find it.
I just know it was on the Spanish-Moroccan border.
Borders,
Is that
yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, people fleeing.
I don't know who they are, but it was Spanish and Moroccan.
It was
borders,
definitely the Spanish and Moroccan forces, and on their borders. So, yeah, people obviously fleeing for
A reason.
a better life. You know, they're not invading the country for goods or anything like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm just surprised that the coverage was just non-existent, apart from dribs and drabs on social media.
Like you saw it on social media, we had to like send it to each other or just put it up on our stories. But then I saw some more people saying, oh, like if you didn't know already, like you should put like I don't know, was it TW, like a like when, because it's shocking, like you should put like something over it,
Some
like a
disclaimer
clip on it,
or
disclaimer
something.
something like that.
Yeah, because the video was gruesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But the
It
thing
was.
is, it's like, I'm just personally on my side of things, you know, everything that's happening in Ukraine and whatever,
I was
and
gonna
everyone's
say.
been, encouraged to open up their houses, even a free ticket. Travel companies were giving free travel. So, like, what are we going to do
Free
with
rooms.
them? What are we going to do with them? Are we going to give free room to them? Are we going to go send help? Or are we going to donate money? Is that what's going to happen? Or not? Because they're racist.
Well, bluntly put, I mean, I always try and do a role reversal in these situations. I always try and see a different side just to get a better conclusion of situations. So I just imagine, white refugees storming the border same way, and I just know the outcome would have been different.
Because the clear example is there. What's
Yeah.
happening in Ukraine and what's happening over there. And look at the difference in the coverage. I even put it on my Instagram. I said, so you could, if I didn't post this, where else did you see it? And I said, let's go see. I said, go on Google and see if you can search for this story. You couldn't. It's not on BBC. It's not on any major news platform because they don't care. Because they're racist.
Yeah, I
That's just the
tried to
bottom
find it
line.
and I couldn't.
You can't.
You can't find it
Media
online.
blackout. Media blackout.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, not that we're a global news outlet,
Trust me,
but we do our best to
Exactly.
cover what's going on. And yeah, that was definitely something I wanted to throw out there.
Yeah.
And just in terms of people, open your eyes, man. At the end of the day, you can
Yeah.
see the loving that Ukraine has got. And I'm not saying that's wrong
I'm not saying
either,
that at
but
all. Exactly.
it's got to go both ways.
Exactly.
You see me? Like, it can't just be one way all the time as well. So just ask yourself that question is why, you know, Ukraine got such a mass global appeal for the help and stuff, but because obviously we're sitting here, we know about it. So I'm sure more people do know about it. So the people that do, and for the people that don't, just when you do find out, ask yourself, why is it so different? Like, and why you had to probably search and dig fucking hella deep to even find the story anyway.
Whenever I put these type of stories up, I always just use it in such a, what's the word called? Sarcastic way. It's like, but we've got the chip on our shoulder. But we've got the chip on our shoulder. Every single video, not even like that.
You know how the thing's set by now.
But we've got a chip on our shoulder. Okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, anything else? We've definitely gone in today. We've had a lot to cover. We've been away for a hot minute. Apologies once again.
Sorry.
You know? But yeah. Anything else, guys? Anything else you want to cover?
I'm hot. I'm sweating.
Everyone's trying to get out of here. All right. I guess that's us. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Make sure you're up to date with all the posts that we're posting. And yeah, barring life, because I'm going away soon. I know you got things going on, so just bear with us. We're still here. You understand? We're doing the best that we can.
But we've got some interesting combos.
But we've got
coming up.
Hella shows planned. It's just getting them done. So yeah, we're getting through it, people. But see us again soon, man.
Peace.
See ya.